it's Catherine, and forgive the background noise. Unfortunately, this is like the only time I can get to do this. This is a question that kind of comes up a lot. Do you use more than one planner? If so, how do you use them? So I'm just going to share a little bit about what I do, especially because a question about this one actually came up today. So I was going to share that anyway, and I figured I'll just throw it all into one bigger video. Okay, so starting with this is actually my son's school calendar. If I knew then what I know now, I would have gotten like a summer start one, but I didn't know that they would send home a monthly calendar like this. And I have found this to be a little bit of a nightmare. So as you can see, my son only goes to school 4 days a week, and they only have the 4 days on here. For whatever reason, this just becomes a little bit confusing for me to look at, especially because we'll have things like this week, there's no school on like Tuesday, and then it ends up being like a 2-day school week, and it gets confusing. So I've decided that I'm just going to take what's in here and put it over here. And then actually what's nice about this is, I can keep this and we can kind of look back and say, oh, this is what you did last year and these were your friends and we did, different things. It has the field trip information and special school days and stuff like that. So we have that all here. Okay, so that is what I'm doing with this, and it just sits out on my countertop. It makes life so much easier, and if I have to like put it away, it's easy to find because it shines like the sun. Okay, sorry that I'm holding this, guys, but I didn't have a lot of options. Okay, now I haven't like done anything fancy to the outside or anything like that, but I have taken the time to kind of go through it. So first things first, this is an Annie Plans printable insert. Both of them are. This is the Two Little Bees collaboration, and this is the Fox and Pip one. Now I put these together in this way just for the way I want them. It feels more practical to me. I did debate doing some grid pages like this throughout the booklet, but I decided to just go keep it simple and see how I felt at the end of the month. So I have enough days in here to get me to February 1st. And I'm just gonna try this out and see how it goes. This is something I've done in the past and it's worked exceptionally well, and I've done other things and haven't worked as well, so I'm back to this. This is just what I want for my housework every day. I try not to have more than 5 activities per day, and they can be little things like, just clear off the TV stand. But I just want to have 5 things there so that when I'm doing what am I supposed to do today? What am I supposed to do today? Or I'm having some time, I can say what needs to get done, and I have it right here. And I can just look at this really quick and say, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. In addition to that, what I like to do is I have things like, okay, well, this needs to get done, this needs to get done. So it's a little bit fluid. I could, just if I had time, I could do this tonight, or, I was kind of on a roll, but then I just go and cross that off, and then I end up with free time. And that's never a bad thing. So I just have different things each day. You will see some repeating, and I have some things like, the living room gets vacuumed every 3rd day, stuff like that. And you'll see wipe down counters. No, it doesn't get done every day, and that's fine, but I do like to make sure that even if it doesn't look like they need it, they just get done every once in a while. And then I have like my dishes, because I get a buildup of the reusable straws from my Starbucks tumblers in there, and they're a pain in the butt to wash. I like to have several in there, but that just reminds me, okay, if there's 5 or 6 of them in the sink, it's time to get them done, even if everything else is washed and it's otherwise clear. So yeah, and then also I have my sister coming to visit, so part of this is good in that I won't get off track, because my mom was saying stuff like, when I come to visit, you never do any laundry. It's because things tend to come to just a screeching halt when people come to visit, and My brother-in-law actually said that too. He's like, you don't do laundry when we come to visit, but when you come to visit me, you'll do it like 3 or 4 times in a week. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Because it just, when I'm visiting other people, I'm like, oh, I can find time to squeeze it in. But when people come to visit me, I want to give them my full attention. Anything you need, okay, let's do it. So it's just, yeah, I just want to have some things in here so that I can reference really quick, oh, okay, I do need to get this or that done. And then my sister is the type who'll be like, okay, what needs to be done? And I can say, look at the list, you know, just pick something. And I'm happy with anything. Okay, now this is one that I have not started because what I want to do is I want to get to the end of the month with this one. I haven't filled out every single day. But, oh, and then I wanted to say that initially my plan was to just write down what my goals were for the rest of the month, and then at the end of the month take the time to say, okay, well, how did that actually go? So I haven't had time to do that yet, but I will do that. Okay, and then starting next month, I want to give this a go. So I do have some very big projects, and they're going to take a lot of time. Things like my craft room and then the office. So you might see I have a few little things that reference my craft room in here. It's nice to just get a little bit of it done before, you know, you go full force with it. But what I want to try here is I like that I can put the week that I'm on, as well as, you know, think about how good that's gonna feel when it's clean. And then I can do 2 activities per day just to kind of break it down, make it manageable. Or I still haven't decided if I want to do, okay, I have 1 activity per day, or I'm going to do 1 activity and then I can write, you know, if I didn't complete it, I'm going to put it on the next week. So I know, okay, well, we're just going to try again next week and we're going to just finish those tasks. You know, I'm just going to keep moving on with what I need to do. So like if I need to take everything out of the Alex cabinet to organize, well, if I didn't get around to putting it all back in, then I know, okay, you know what, we're going to do that next week. I'm going to put it in a box and I'm just going to move on to the next task, because sometimes you just get bogged down with those things and then they sit forever. So just keep moving and then you can come back to it. And I liked the notion that I could take notes of, okay, I want to make changes to the layout of the room, or I need help from my husband with different things, and excuse me, I'm hiccuping. And then I have more space to do stuff like that here. And I just liked that I could do a general task list. So if there are little things that come up, like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily put things like dust or vacuum on the big project list of, like, go through and purge some of my fabric collection, things like that. You know, I can put that here, so those are little things, they still get done. And then if I need different storage or things like that, tape for my label maker, you know, just things like that, I can put that on here. So it's just everything you need for that week, for that specific project, all in one place. And then, you know, I want to do the downstairs office. So we've got that. I have the living room because my husband won't stop buying toys for my son. You know, we need to get on task with clearing that out. So each week can be a big project, and I'm gonna try this and we'll see how it goes. If it goes well, I'll come back and I'll do a follow-up video and I'll share what I liked, what I didn't like, that sort of thing. Okay? See you guys next time. Bye.